Hey loves, this is the series Understanding Women for Men. Why women don't feel secure with inconsistent men. Inconsistency confuses attraction and destroys trust. Unpredictability creates anxiety. When you're unpredictable, a woman can't really fully be in her feminine, so this builds actually anxiety. Even if it's kind of fun sometimes for girls to feel like that sometimes, we can't, it's hard to fall in love. You can, have moments, whatever, with the woman where she might allow that and she might feel something and it's like this roller coaster. And, roller coasters can be fun. Six Flags, I used to love growing up going to that and, riding the rides and feeling those butterflies. But in reality, women, for long term and to actually keep you as a man, we want not that. It brings anxiety and it's not good long term. And we won't trust you. Hot and cold behavior feels unsafe. Safety lives in inconsistency. Safety lives in consistency. So hot and cold behavior, it's like your ups and downs, your energy, kind of like you talk to us one day, then you like don't talk to us for like 4 days, and it's just this energy that feels like you love us, but then you don't actually care about us. So it's like super inconsistent. This could be with anything, but like sometimes it's like 100 and then it's like 50% or less energy. And as a woman, we feel so deeply. So we actually feel this from you as a man. It's just, even if you don't realize that you're even doing this, we're feeling all of the waves, everything that we're watching you. We're observing every single action that you're doing and not doing. And yeah, and also watching if your words align with your actions as well. Consistency communicates intention. The consistency shows your intentions with us. So showing up every single day, even if it's for one message. We don't have to talk like on the phone for hours every single day. It's just the consistency of you caring and showing up says so much about who you are versus all the other men. Because you might as well just be single if it's like just here and there. You know what I mean? We're not going to build true love if we're not communicating consistently and like building that love and building that trust in that relationship. Even if if people have two busy schedules, at least one message to say that you're thinking about someone or how was your day, I'm about to go to bed right now, but at least you reached out like once a day in that beginning dating process. And then of course when you're in a relationship, it's like you're like pretty much living together. So but over time you have to build that trust. Secure men are emotionally reliable. So because you're so secure with yourself as a man, we feel like we can talk to you about real life things. And you're going to be emotionally ready to handle those real life things. Because if you're not, that just means it's hard to have you as a life partner or someone long term. And even honestly as a friend too. Because in my opinion, who you surround yourself kind of determines your future. So you have to watch who you're around consistently for the success of your life and the growth of your mind and maturity. But that's besides the question right now. We're talking about love, but just in general, being a secure man, being emotionally available and having kind of your shit together in a way where you can not freak out when there's an emotion that arises from a woman that she wants to talk to you. That says so much about your maturity as a man, and it shows how you're going to react to the children one day. And women look at you as a father when we're dating to see if you could be that for our children. If you can't be that for us, you might even be worse with the children because you have more on your plate. And imagine with all this stress, you couldn't handle it. So then there's just no way for long term. For like some women, for moments, I don't do that, but for long term, it's just not it just can't work until you can, build that secureness in your emotional, like your frequency of your heart rate. Like when an uncomfortable conversation happens, or someone feels emotional, or someone's crying, what do you do? How do you handle it? And is that a natural impulse, or do you have to build that? And it stems from your parents and how they raised you, or how your father was and how he reacted to the mother. You might end up taking habits of your father. So really look at your father, if he was a good man or not a good man, and his, problems, things that happen to him, his good, his bad, his strengths, his weaknesses, and kind of see, because you're going to just automatically have that. So you have to actually work harder than other men do, who maybe had better fathers, who listened and were calm to every single conversation that came to them. They just handled and helped the son with speed and efficiency and on to the next moment in life. Some families didn't have that, and there was things like dragged along, or things got loud, or things weren't even talked about ever. Things weren't even spoken at all and just brushed under the rug. So because of that, we need to do extra work on ourselves and work on ourselves to rewire our brains so that we can be better for our future wife or future husband. The reset for men. Align words and actions. Just make sure that your words and your actions are aligning day to day. So just kind of watch yourself, kind of be aware of yourself. If you need to journal, just get a piece of paper, take some notes on like how you felt that day with people, talking to women, experiencing. Just make sure that when you say things, it's gonna happen, or it's happening like now. It'll be the best way if you can be a man who says things and does, or doesn't even say things, just does. That would probably be one of the best types of men, because you never have to get someone's hopes up to then just let them down, right? So making sure your words and your actions align. Here are some affirmations for you. I am reliable. My behavior is consistent. Trust is built daily. Consistency is leadership. This is video 11, Understanding Women for Men. I hope you guys took something from this and learned something from this and are going to be consistent and emotionally available, and your words and your actions align moving forward from this point forward with women, showing up and, being who you say you are. And if you don't like who you are, making a change and putting in that work consistently, having a journal to track how you're being, what you noticed over time to really change who you are. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.